University of British Columbia, you are an embarrassment. You did this with your orange shirt nonsense, plastering orange shirts and Orwellian sayings all over the place. You are an academic institution. You need to defund those stupid centers and learning centers, all these propaganda outlets. Knock it off. Get a grip. You're a prestigious institution, and I will not go anywhere.
Okay, so we're going to just kind of do a bit of a perimeter around the Indian Residential School History and Research and Dialogue Center, because this is where we're going to be meeting at 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and that's where all the protesters and everything are going to be. So we just want to get a bit of a sense of what it looks like. Okay, this is what they're doing here. Okay. Embrace the truth. Believe survivors. You should not believe survivors. You should not disbelieve survivors, but the survivors have to have their beliefs substantiated with evidence. Heart work is hard work. There's no such thing as heart work. This is nonsense. And then we got the script here again. This script, which is just invented. We are all family. That's not true. It's tribal, which means that there's the tribal family and the non-tribal family. And you exclude people because they're not part of your tribe. Embrace the truth and keep your heart open. It's not about the truth is determined through evidence and examination of contrary positions. Heart is trying to get your emotions to control all these things. Every child matters. The child with fetal alcohol syndrome in the, Saskatchewan doesn't matter to these people. This is ridiculous. Certainly every child does matter, but this has got nothing to do with children mattering, etc. This has all been done. This has all been done because we're coming here. It's just complete propaganda. This institute or center should be defunded. It is not academic at all, and it is disseminating propaganda to UBC students and faculty and staff. I'm seeing a whole bunch of security. It's in front of, I guess that's the library. And they're getting ready. They're getting ready for what's going to happen. This whole front is all plastered with orange. It's incredible. I cannot believe they've done this. This is just embarrassing for an academic institution. This is infantilizing Aboriginal people. They're pretending that they're children who have, such, weak kinds of character that they're going to get traumatized by having a discussion about what's true and what's false. It just is shocking that UBC would do this. And this center needs a serious overhaul to become an academic entity. And this is the Sedgwick Library here. This is where I used to spend, when I was an undergraduate student at UBC, I used to spend a lot of time. I think it comes out into the bottom. You can look out over it used to be just grass here. And I would look out as I was studying all my subjects. That's where I spent a lot of my time when I was a student at UBC. In its glory days, when it was an actual academic institution. Unlike today, with this ridiculous orange and the shirts and all these stupid slogans, which are like purely out of 1984. What is it? Freedom is slavery, war is peace. Ignorance is truth. Like this kind of thing. The words do not mean what they're supposed to mean. This is just weaponized compassion, walking with integrity. They wouldn't know anything about integrity. United in truth. Give me a break. Turn sideways. Turn sideways is not having, confronting oppositional views. Kindness flows upstream. Listen with your heart. Embrace the truth. Turn sideways. Reflect inwards. This sideways thing. This is this guy, Johnny Mack. He says you shouldn't face things head on. You should turn sideways, which is like you're not actually engaging with the viewpoint that differs from your own and trying to understand it, which is just contrary to academic principles. Radical reciprocity together. Be kind and repeat. Be kind. Let's watch the kindness later on. We'll see some kindness here. This is going to be people screaming at me. Turning sideways with respect and care. Grounding in care. Our work begins with care. Listen, listen, listen. Care and consent are ingredients for meaningful dialogue. Cultural violence is genocide. Genocide is genocide. Collective healing begins with truth. Truth, love, justice, community, respect, healing, humanity, dignity. It is just using compassion to manipulate people and to prevent them from seeking the truth. The crows are here. It's got a Hitchcockian kind of flavor to it today.
So why are you here today?
So I'm here with the Revolutionary Communist Party, counter-protesting the right-wing populist party, UBC, for denying the contemporary and historical struggle of the indigenous people and their children with residential school denialism.
Are you guys obviously all students here?
Yeah, most of us are.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the event that's taking place today?
We'll talk to you about it later, man.
Well, I mean, it's going to be kind of chaotic, and now you have a chance to get your thoughts out. I would love to document what you guys feel about this event.
You'll hear us loud and clear later, don't worry.
But by that point, mob rule kind of takes over, and people don't have rational discourse when that happens. Excuse me. How do you feel about this event? What are your thoughts?
Get out of here.
I'm just asking some questions.
Man, you're so fucking
Ask them
annoying.
later.
Fuck.
I told you, we talk to you later. Talk to us later. Come find us later. We don't want to talk to you right now.
Well, but then drums will be playing, and no one will be able to hear each other.
My God,
it's going to be
so
That's a
annoying.
big ass mic, bro. I'm sure you can hear us just
possibly
fine. Don't worry about
violence is going to be occurring.
it.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, at UVic there was a number of violent proponents.
Oh, I heard you guys got kicked off UVic before you could even show up, so I don't know.
It was a very successful trip, actually.
It's an interesting barometer of success.
It showed what
I like
universities have become.
That's quite funny.
They're not a place for open and free discussion.
Not for your stupid ass.
Excuse me. Would you be able to talk to me about this event that's taking place today?
Maybe.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it?
You know, when I woke up this morning, I was feeling so frustrated that in 2026, we as Indigenous people are still fighting to ensure our voices are heard, but also that why can't we just have peace? Why can't we just, get along and be loved without questioning our truth? And for me, I was feeling a bit frustrated this morning, but now that I'm gathering with amongst some colleagues and some friends and some family, I think it'll give me strength to be able to be here today. I think in our society, we're still at that truth space. If we're still having to come and show up to events like this to ensure that the truth is being told, we still have a long ways to go, which is unfortunate.
Are you worried about potential violence occurring from people who are protesting this?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're here to just use our voices. It's not a protest. It's not a debate. It's an opportunity for us to gather to just show up and model that as a community. And it's not just Indigenous people showing up, but as allies showing up as well, to be able to. It's not about confrontation. It's just to show we're still here. It's about a presence.
Everybody.
Okay, we're going to start to go in. Okay. We've been there already. There were a number of people there. There's crazy orange all over the place with crazy signs. And there's a number of different kind of protesters all going to kind of come together when we arrive. So the main thing is don't provoke, don't rise to the bait. People insult you or whatever, just ask them what they mean by the particular insult that they're saying. That's my own approach. But we just want to keep things calm because we don't want to escalate whatever's going to happen. There's going to be a large temper tantrum. But as Super Nanny says, you can't allow the toddlers to get away with their tantrums. So you last out the tantrum, and then after a few hours, generally people calm down and you can have the conversations that you need to have.
So that's the objective is the conversation.
Yes. We are walking in.
No, you're not walking in.
No, you have no authority. You have no authority.
You are not walking in.
Just follow me. Follow me.
We're pushing people.
Come this way.
Stop pushing people.
Come this way.
Stop pushing people.
I'm walking. Back off.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Interesting that in a university setting where it's supposed to be the free exchange of ideas, we have people who are not willing to engage in any kind of logical debate, right?
No, they're cry bullies. They're unbelievable cry bullies. They pretend that they are the victims when they are totalitarians and they are stopping us from pursuing the truth. It's an absurd situation. Anyway, so this is gonna be a temper tantrum. It'll be a number of hours, and we're just gonna let them exhaust themselves. And then you can have the conversations after they exhaust themselves. But so we're here to pursue the truth about the Kamloops case. UBC, University of British Columbia, has been spreading misinformation about the Kamloops case for over 4 years. This center, the Indian Residential School History and Dialogue Center, has said that debate on the residential schools is not allowed or shouldn't happen. And that's what you need to pursue the truth. You need to have, different perspectives that you listen to and try to understand the evidence and follow the evidence wherever it leads. So we're gonna just wait out the temper tantrum. This is a temper tantrum, and as Super Nanny says, you can't let the toddlers get away with their temper tantrums, and so I can last it out. I don't care how long it takes, but this university will be held to account. They will not be allowed to continue. They will not be allowed to continue with their false information that they're spreading.
Frances, what brings you here to UBC today?
I'm here to restore UBC to an academic institution, which it is not right now. It is a propaganda outlet for indigenization activists.
So you're saying all those residential school survivors are lying?
No, I'm not. I don't think residential school survivors are lying. I think they're misremembering. They're misremembering, and they've had Kevin Annek, who's the influence of Kevin Annek.
And where is your evidence that this is not truthful?
I know in the case of Billy Coombs, for example, who is a survivor, he said that Queen Elizabeth II had abducted 10 children from the Kamloops Indian Residential School. The Queen wasn't in Kamloops in 1964, and even if she were, it would not be possible for the Queen to abduct 10 children. So that is obviously untrue, and Billy Coombs was misremembering.
Why are you spending so much energy on something that is so painful and hurtful for the Indigenous people?
Because the truth is fundamental in a democratic society. As George Orwell said in the 1930s and 40s, if you don't have truth, you have authoritarian takes root, and you are not able to fight back against it. So we must have truth about the Kamloops Indian Residential School.
There's an elderly person here.
Hey, no problem whatsoever.
Get the fuck away from here! Get out of here! Don't fucking touch it! Don't fucking... Whoa! Hey!
Truth! We must have truth! We must have truth! 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 We must have truth! Truth! We must have truth! Truth! We must have truth about Kamloops! 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 Follow the evidence wherever it leads. There is no evidence of remains of children. Falsehoods! You are perpetuating falsehoods! Falsehoods! Stop the falsehoods! UBC, this is what you've done. University of British Columbia, you are a disgrace. This center is a disgrace. We must have truth. Truth! We must have 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 truth!
We'll keep them safe. Stop pushing. Stop pushing. Stop. Back up. Stop pushing. Stop pushing. Stop pushing. Pushing is assault. You are assaulting. You are assaulting us.
No.
You are assaulting us. You are pushing.
Are you really here to beat up an old woman? Is that who the hell you are? You're trying to get through this night to beat up a woman? What the hell is wrong with you? You want to get out here?
No.
I have friends here. I have earned the right to go to school in 20 years.
You're a disgrace, woman beaters.
You guys stop it. You fucking cry bullies.
Shall we? No.
Oh, does every child matter now? Does every
I'm saying. I'm saying. We must have truth. We must have truth.
Fucking lunatics. Where are the cops? The cops should be in here.
Where's the police? Yeah, where's the police?
Where's the police?
Where's the fucking police?
I know.
Where are the fucking police? RCMP, where are they? Where are they? We've been assaulted 15 times from Sunday. 15 times from Sunday.
Frances.
We must have truth. This is the fight for truth. And if I have to get killed, I will. I'm not kidding. I've had enough of this bullshit, and I will not give in to these cry bullies. They are the end of us if we let them, and I am not going anywhere.
Give it to me, then break it in half.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna walk out.
I don't want to walk out. I can probably sit down on this step. I can probably sit down. I can probably sit down on this step.
Just don't sit down.
Oh, don't.
What a bunch of fucking fascists.
How you doing, Drew? You cry bullies! You unbelievable cry bullies! It belongs to the truth.
That way, you gotta go that way. You gotta go that way. You gotta go that way. That way. Right here. You can't go this way. You're gonna get.
I don't care. Fuck you. I'm not listening to you. I'm staying here. You motherfuckers. Don't hit me with your cane. You just hit me with your cane. You are assaulting me. You're assaulting me.
Ma'am, are you from 1BC?
No. I'm not aligned with 1BC. I'm aligned with people who pursue the truth, and we're here to pursue the truth on the Kamloops case. And I'm not going to put up with any of these cry bullies. Unbelievable cry bullies. Piss off. The university is to pursue the truth, and that's why we're here. And you are not going to intimidate us.
You're all tough, eh?
You know what you're getting into?
I do. I will not leave this place. They are cry bullies. Oh, man.
This is what I came for, this experience.
This is it. This is really it. This is it.
You okay, ma'am?
I'm fine.
You're a hero. Look at me. We don't politically agree on many things, but you're our hero.
I will not give in.
I came here for you.
Yes, I am.
Mark Emery, how are you?
Pleased to meet you.
Mark Emery.
Mark showed up.
What a coincidence.
Where is Jim?
He's not here yet.
He's not here. They've been assaulting him for 15 minutes.
I thought University of Winnipeg was bad.
What's up?
I thought the University of Winnipeg was bad.
You stay with us.
This is it. This is fucking it. And I will not give these cry bullies an inch of their bullshit. And finally the police are here. Where the fuck were the police?
They're right behind us.
Standing around watching.
Watching until someone gets killed, and then they'll step in finally and go, oh well, it was just complete craziness. Finally, they're doing something.
So these people remain under control.
We're being assaulted. There would be no need.
Oh no. People were poking me with skit.
I know.
They tore my backpack open, spread everything on the ground.
I know, it's just unbelievable.
They were reaching under my arm and trying to, like,
I know.
grab my... Yeah.
And
I just grabbed
and don't forget, this is what the University of British Columbia has created with this bullshit orange shirt stuff. That's what it's doing. It's an embarrassment. UBC, you are a fucking embarrassment. University of British Columbia, you are an embarrassment. You did this with your orange shirt nonsense, plastering orange shirts and Orwellian sayings all over the place. You are an academic institution. You need to defund those stupid centers and learning centers, all these propaganda outlets. Knock it off. Get a grip. You're a prestigious institution, and I will not go anywhere.
This is an instructive example of what our universities have degenerated into.
Exactly.
This is complete nonsense.
Did you see the center? All their orange shirts all over the center? That's what they've done.
Professor Widdowson, the only thing she has done is ask for the truth, for an open discussion. And this, one of Canada's most prestigious universities, degrades itself by endorsing this kind of lunatic behavior and a refusal to debate the issues. You don't believe in free speech? You're a lunatic. All of you, look at you. Look at yourself.
I finally have pressure on my back.
This gentleman says he would like to discuss with you, although I think he only used
My name is Nevaeh North. I'm from the Dakhal Nation, just outside of Prince George. And my grandmother and her siblings were all forcefully taken from their homes and placed in residential schools.
Okay.
And I heard about the abuse my whole life.
Okay.
So you trying to invalidate that by denying it not only traumatizes the survivors, but hey, excuse me, I'm speaking to her. And it also re-traumatizes like everybody, our whole community. Like this whole nation was built on a genocide of our people. So of course it's going to upset us when we have somebody in public position denying what happened. That's not okay. That's not reconciling anything. That's re-traumatizing people. Not only that, okay, do you know the history of the residential school system in Canada and what's it based off of? So General Pratt in the United States, who formed the first school in the United States, had this slogan, "Kill the Indian, save the man," which was converted to kill the Indian, save the child here in Canada, which in itself shows the intention of the residential school system was to erase our people, to erase our culture. So just that intention alone is colonial violence. So how do you then justify saying that what happened isn't true?
Well, I'm talking about the Kamloops case. No, just a sec.
No, I've read your Wikipedia. I've read your stuff. You also support genocide in Israel. Like you support the Israeli state in their genocide of the Palestinian people.
I don't.
You do. I've read.
You haven't, because I'm pro-Palestinian, so I don't support that at all.
Well, maybe you should contact Wikipedia and get them to change.
Well, I can't. I have no control over Wikipedia.
Okay.
And I've read. Just a sec.
But do you understand why we're angry?
Yes, I do. But you totally don't understand why I'm here. I'm here to say that we must have the truth about Kamloops.
Yeah.
It's about Kamloops. Do you believe that there's 215 children buried at Kamloops?
I do.
Why do you believe that?
Because, like, they did the scans. It's the government that's refusing to excavate them. Do you not think that we would, as the indigenous people of this country, want it excavated? Yes, of course we do. We want every single residential school in this country excavated.
The government gave them $12.1 million to excavate.
Oh, that's fine.
We're getting...
You have no problem spending money on bullshit, so why not spend money on protecting the indigenous people of this country?
But you just said that the government doesn't want them to excavate.
Yeah, exactly.
The government gave them $12.1 million to excavate. Why would it give them $12.1 million if it doesn't want them to excavate?
Where I've never seen.
And then it classified the progress.
Have you seen the Black Box documents?
I haven't.
Well, if you go to wokeacademy.info, I've got 283 pages of documents about how the band was saying it was going to excavate and it hasn't done the excavations, and the money that was diverted to the band.
Okay.
So we're demanding the excavations.
Yeah, but I've read, like, your stance on it. You don't believe it. You don't believe...
I don't believe what?
You are denialist, not only about Kamloops. You deny the residential school caused harm at all. You denied the abuse in the residential school system.
I don't.
It was public.
No, you don't even know.
We all haven't seen it?
No, I don't deny the abuse or the harm. I deny that the remains of 215 children have been confirmed at the Kamloops Senior Residential School.
And he's leaving.
He doesn't first of all, I'm pro-Palestinian. I'm not pro-Israeli. So that's totally wrong. That's not on my Wikipedia page because I would have protested that. So he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's just made up a bunch of stuff.
This is about Kamloops.
It's about Kamloops.
It's a very clear, easy to answer
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
Are their bodies?
And he says that the government's not allowing them to excavate. The government gave them $12.1 million and they've been stalling for the last 4.5 years.
And classifying the progress reports.
And we have Black Box reporter is supposed to be coming out at the end of February, and then we'll be able to find out what the discussions actually were.
But we all know why they haven't excavated.
But we don't know until we get those documents from Black Box. That's why we need the reports from Black Box. And they're not going to be redacted. If they get redacted, we won't be able to know. We need Pierre Poilievre of the Conservative Party of Canada asking questions in the House of Commons about this.
A lady right here, a young girl, she wants to have a conversation
Okay,
with you.
excellent.
So I want to make sure that this conversation happens.
If it were children and it were graves, although it's not proven, that would be a horrible travesty.
Frances, come here.
Yeah, I gotta come.
Hey, she wants to have a conversation.
Okay.
I know.
This is Frances. Don't stand in her way.
They won't allow the conversation to happen.
Frances is right here. She's fine. She's fine.
You're looking controlling now.
You're controlling.
Get this out of my face right now. Please, like everyone in front of me.
That's Lorraine.
I know she is. I know exactly who she is. And I'll give you the camera when they start talking, okay? And I'll do it.
Andrew, what would you like me to do?
That's getting closer when you talk to me.
Okay.
And make sure you face me.
Okay. Whoop. Yep.
More famous for being false and a liar. They're all going to go home just because you told them.
You know what? I just want to forgive you for not understanding, and I hope that things get better for you.
What do you think I don't understand? What do you think I don't understand? No, but you have to specify that. Hi there. My name's Frances. What's your name?
Melody.
Melody?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. What happened? What's going on?
People don't want to pursue the truth about Kamloops. They're trying to stop people from understanding what happened at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. And
which people are trying to stop?
all these people who are violent and pushing and being unbelievable crybullies. They are crybullies. They are being assaulting people and then they pretend they're the victims.
And they are not the victims. They are totalitarian element in Canadian society, and they do not want the truth to be known about Kamloops.
And the truth is that all those bodies that were found already,
There's no evidence for the remains of children at the Kamloops Indian Residential School.
they have found lots of bodies there and everywhere else. That number has grown more than just.
But this is about Kamloops.
I know.
Do you believe that the remains of 215 children have been found at the Kamloops Indian Residential School?
Of course.
Why do you believe that?
Because it's residential school, stuff like that happens, and they don't tell everyone the whole truth, right?
You say it's why is it? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry, it's a bit loud. Yeah.
Yeah, why is it that you believe that?
Pardon?
Why do you believe that there's remains of children at the Kamloops Indian Residential School?
Because that's what happened in residential school. They, abuse those kids. They kill those kids. They do anything to those kids back in that history time.
But just because
just because we don't say in the history books that they, kill these kids and abuse them, right?
But how do you know that children were intentionally killed?
My grandparents have gone there and they have
Did they say people were intentionally killed?
And I can't ask those kids that were killed because they're killed.
But you don't know that then. No one has shown you evidence that there's children who have been intentionally killed.
Because they're not going to try and show that, right? They're going to try and hide it.
But you're just assuming that. You don't know that.
So what's happening then? Why is it a big deal like this?
Well, in Kamloops, we have the names of 82 children who died, who had some connection to the school, not necessarily at the school. For example, some children were on a train and that train derailed, so it wasn't at the school. We have 2 children who actually died. One who died in an accidental hanging as he was playing a game, and another child who died drowning.
All around that school.
From Kamloops. But those are 2 children that we have names for, and we know the cemeteries in which they're buried. So they're not buried in the apple orchard. But we need excavations to find out. Do you think that excavations should be done to find this out?
Do you think so?
I think there should be excavations. And then we can determine whether there are children who are buried in the Kamloops Indian Residential School.
So why did the number come up, the 215 one?
Because of the ground penetrating radar of Sarah Bollier. And ground penetrating radar doesn't determine remains. Ground penetrating radar determines animal burrows, changes in soil density. It also cobbles. It could be anything that's there that just causes a disturbance in the soil. And we need to be able to excavate to determine what those anomalies are. That's all I'm saying.
That's why you're here?
That's why I'm here. But they don't want that truth to come out because there's so much riding on this false claim. They're afraid if you pull that card out of the house of cards, it's all going to come tumbling down and people are going to start to ask questions about other claims that are being made. Maybe those claims are true, but we have to look for the evidence to support those claims. We can't just believe whatever a knowledge keeper says, because knowledge keepers can be misremembering, like Billy Coombs. Do you know about the case of Billy Coombs? He's one of the eyewitnesses about the Kamloops case. He said he saw burials at Kamloops. He also said that Queen Elizabeth II abducted 14 children from the Kamloops Indian Residential School in 1964. But the Queen was not in Kamloops, and even if she were, the Queen is followed everywhere by the press. Her visits are monitored heavily. How would she be able to abduct 14 children? She wouldn't be able to do it. That's what Billy Coombs said. So if we're going to believe all knowledge keepers, we're going to have to believe Billy Coombs. And it's not because Billy... Truth. We must have truth at Kamloops.
Thank you for being so brave.
Yeah, and this is a geoscientist. He knows about GPR. One of the reasons why people think that there's bodies at the residential school in Kamloops is because of GPR.
Yes.
Can GPR detect human remains?
Certainly not, although arguably if you watch Jurassic Park and they do one hammer hit and then
the skeleton. I mean, people have an influence from culture where there's false belief.
But GPR.
GPR. Well, not even what they did.
It's all happening in this one area.
What's that?
Like, it's all happening in this one specific area by that residential school, right?
Yes.
Don't you think that 215 is a really large number for it to be like...
Yeah. So it's unlikely that there's going to be 215 buried.
No, but that means that therefore, like, you know, that it's something that's outside of just like an animal, right?
No, but it could be 215 rocks or 215 animal burrows. Do you know how many animal burrows there are in a field?
So this tool that helps you look for this kind of stuff?
It just says there's something under the soil.
There's everything under the soil.
Yeah, so you have to dig.
Why use this tool specifically to look at these 215?
Because the GPR operator at Kamloops, Sarah Bollier, said that there were these 215 anomalies that looked to her like they would be probable burials. A GPR geoscientists say those do not look like probable burials. They look more like they would be pipes, or they might be animal burrows. They're saying that it's highly unlikely that they would be remains.
The area they scanned is a septic field.
And there's a septic house. They had a septic field was dug in the 1920s, and so we want to see whether what they saw were these septic tiles. But Sarah Bollier should have, when she was doing her research, she should have been able to determine whether there had been excavations on that site, and that would have led her to modify her findings.
We don't, like, it could have been even worse than just the burials, but, like, you know, I can't say what happened there, but I'm just saying, I think it's a little insensitive to try and go and dig up burial sites.
But we don't know that they're burials. We have to, first of all, the Kamloops band wanted money to do the excavations. So they were pushing for the excavations. Now they haven't done them, even though they got $12.1 million. So do you think that the band should do the excavations if it got the $12.1 million to do them?
If they asked for that?
They asked for it.
What were their exact words, though, when they were asking?
They had an application called Application for Ancestral Remains Funding. And they had doing DNA and forensic analysis was part of the $3.2 million out of the 12.1. So they were going to use $3.2 million to do DNA analysis and forensics. But in order to do DNA analysis and forensics, you need to have the actual discovery of remains. But they haven't done that yet.
Like, there's a process too when we come to like respectfully like treat these kids, right? Like, you can't just go and just dig them up.
But we don't know if they're remains. We have to find.
Whatever it is, we gotta give our respect and we gotta do it.
No, that's not what their story was. Why did they apply for the money?
I'm not Kamloops.
No, but if they obviously wanted to do it, and they got the money, and they haven't done it. They told that that's what's their view.
Even then, there's a whole process when it comes to indigenous practice.
What's that?
When it comes to indigenous practice, right?
Yeah, but that's for bodies.
It's scientific. There's a whole process about like
having a conversation.
About being respectful. Whatever they do with that money, don't you think at the very least that it's like a grieving process, right?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be grieving if there's no bodies there. Why are they grieving? It's not likely that there's bodies there.
Because that history, that land has gone through so much.
But don't you think that if there's no body, it'll be good to know if there are no bodies? Then they don't have to grieve anymore.
Comrade, you don't need to talk to them.
They don't have to grieve.
Because
it's not. They don't have to grieve.
These things that happen here.
Grieving is not needed.
These things that happen here are the reason why we still have to grieve, because there are people that say that these things didn't happen.
But
right?
they're going to be grieving.
You need to know. You and everyone else have this need to know why or what or how, right? But I need you to understand that
we want to know whether children were murdered.
Yes,
we want to figure that out. So if children were murdered, we need to know who did it.
Because then that has to go all over Canada, being like.
Yeah, but Kamloops started everything off. Kamloops is the case, and we must have truth about Kamloops. We can't go forward until we have truth about Kamloops. And the band agreed. There's no problem.
Even you said the word anomalies. Things like animals or rocks or pipes wouldn't be anomalies then, would they?
What's that?
The things like the pipes or the animals
Yep.
are not, like you said the word anomalies, right?
Anomalies,
That's
yeah.
something outside of just what's in the environment or what's in the ground.
There's
right?
anomalies all over the place, and we need, the band claimed it was a crime scene, and crime scenes have to be investigated. We need to know if children were murdered, and we need to do the investigations to find that out. You cannot protect murderers. You must, and if people don't,
Get the fuck out of here!
Can you guys back up? Can you back up?
So it's people don't need to grieve if there's no bodies.
We need to grieve that, what happened there.
You need to,
Like, very impactful, and these things that have to be uprooted and stuff. It's more than just if you were right or wrong, right? The more than just, it's more than just, it's about like the history that happens there and the people that have to live after that in the band and on, reservations and stuff. We still have to,
yeah, but that's not.
Hand on my fucking camera.
Don't fucking
It's not all those things that have to be discussed, but that's not what I'm discussing. I'm discussing Kamloops.
Because it's not just the...
Yeah, but other people can talk about it.
It's about...
Do you think that we should know the truth about Kamloops?
That is the truth about Kamloops, is that there is something that happened there that took place, during residential school.
That's not my issue. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, but that's what you're trying to get at too. That's what you're trying to get at too, is trying to say that we need to go into the school and dig up these things that, and then what happens to the people after, right? Do we get compensated for all of our, children? Or what happens,
There's another
process at that school, there's so much more than just if they're, right?
Have a conversation. I'll invite you in.
Because that's what I'm just wondering,
But I totally agree with you. I agree with you. No, but I totally agree with you. All those things need to be examined. Whatever needs to happen. But my issue is...
These things take time too, especially with it's insensitive to go to a grave site.
It doesn't. This is a university. Universities, you pursue the truth. It's not right that the university gets overcome by activism where people say you can't discuss things. If we can't discuss Kamloops, we can't discuss anything at the university. We need to discuss things. And as I'm at a university, these people are a bunch of thugs. Unbelievable.
No, I'm saying that there's more to it than just, we need to know this. But I'm saying it's like you don't think about the people that are
but
you experience this on a certain
do you think the truth is important?
I think that the people that are here now and the generations that are here now deserve at least an input too, and that whatever goes, it's concerning their
you want to go?
family and their ancestors.
But do you think the truth is important?
Do I think
the truth is important? Do you think that's important?
I'm in science and I'm learning very hard that the absolute truth is not something I work towards. I work towards exploring the world, but coming to this point where we have to dig up these remains and we have to go into this place that we know has been very I don't know how to say that word,
who built your campus?
Bad things happen there, right?
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah.
So we go back into it. It's not just about ignoring all of it. We have to go and accept, these kids that were hurt and these kids that were taken from their families, right?
Yeah, but that all can be agreed to. That's totally irrelevant to the conversation about whether children have been murdered at Kamloops.
You don't believe that it could have happened, though?
Well, it could have, but in order to find out whether it did, we have to excavate to find out whether there's bodies there and what the cause of death is.
That's very insensitive to try and dig up a graveyard.
But we don't know it's a graveyard.
There's anomalies, like you said, cannot just be.
This gentleman wants to talk with you.
Yeah, we're going to ask you to leave campus now. This is getting too much. It's time to go. Okay, I've got RCMP here.
No, you get the RCMP and you remove all these assholes.
No, I'm asking you to leave.
I'm not leaving.
I'm asking RCMP to ask you to leave.
Yeah, but I'm not going to leave. You get all these cry bullies out of here. I'm here as an academic talking about this case, and these people are completely out of control.
This is exactly what it is.
You guys caused it. You caused it.
No. I'm trying to say to you that, you know, these people like
you with your orange shirts, you caused it. No, I'm not going. No.
These people come from those families at those residential.
You guys get your orange shirts out of here. No. Nope.
These people come from those families that came from residential schools.
It doesn't matter.
It affects us and how, you know.
It doesn't matter. It's about Kamloops and the truth at Kamloops.
Yeah,
That's
and
all
it
that.
affects us as a people.
Yeah, but it doesn't. We're here at a university. You can't take over the university.
So do you think we should like go to?
You don't have to be here. You don't have to discuss this.
No, but I'm trying to explain to you that it's more than just digging it up and just seeing, you know, it's about the people and their like families.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, their ancestors, the history that happened there. You can't just go and. But
I'm not going.
No,
I'm going to sit down. I will sit down and I will not go.
Okay.
You've
been trespassed.
Pardon me?
They've told you to leave. This is private property. You now must leave.
I'm not going.
If you don't, you will be arrested for trespassing.
I'm not going. And I'll sit down. I won't go.
Okay.
Is there a spot we can sit at least?
You want to sit down?
You want to sit down?
Let's sit down.
Not here. No. The tables. I know there's tables around this area, right?
Better get all this straight. Hang on. Spot on your hat here. Hang on. Okay.
No, not here.
I'm sitting down. Sit down with me.
No, just leave it. Just leave it. You're gonna have to go get her head.
Sit down with me.
Back up, please. Back up. Please, back up.
Okay.
You're a hero, Francis. I admire you so much.
I don't think this is safe.
All right.
It's safe because
you're under arrest.
I don't think this is safe because everyone is saying
Back up.
you know?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
1, 2, let's get it. 1, 2,
Officer, what happened here?
Back up.
Francis, what are your words for the public?
Back up.
Excuse me, sorry.
Going to your car, John.
Keep him back up.
Watch out, man. Way to go, Francis. You're a fucking hero. Hey, wait. Suck.
Yes, sir. Francis.
Hey, this is what happens at UBC. This is what happens at the University of British Columbia. You cannot.
Get back.
Back up!
Back up.
She's an educated woman.
Oh,
need you guys to back up.
I don't know where it is. University of British Columbia. University of British Columbia. This is what you've done. This is what you've done, University of British Columbia. With your orange shirts and your totalitarianism. This is what University of British Columbia has done. It is an embarrassment.
Creation to be a code. Form a wedge.
It's an embarrassment of an academic institution. I was a student here in 1985 to 1987.
This is the Maoist Cultural Revolution.
Did watch it back.
Indoctrination of children, indoctrination of students who attack
You will always lose because you're wrong. We'll never be defeated. The students united. We'll never be defeated. The students. One BC off UBC.
Aquatic Centre. Go in.
I'm not touching your shit, you. Don't touch my fucking camera.
Oh my God.
He's with me. Fuck you. This is our building! You're putting your house to our building! wants you. Nobody wants you here. Nobody wants you here.
Kicking, punching, throwing stuff. Kicking, punching in the face, kicking in the legs, kicking in the knees. Yeah, I'm on the phone with 911. Yes, there's been weapons. They're all students and activists, yeah. There's some Antifa people here too, I do know that. There's Antifa people here, I do know that. Oh yes, I've been kicked like 5 times, punched, spit at. There might be someone might be injured. We're inside the door. We can't close the door because they won't let us. We've got 6 security personnel standing in the doorway, and they're kicking the security. Is this a personal security for Dallas Brody? She's an MLA in our BC legislature. So she's the one with the 7 personal security, plus myself. Thank you. How far away are they? 2 minutes? We came here to have a conversation. There is about 500 people here to not allow the conversation to happen. We tried to have conversations, but there was Antifa people here and a lot of students.
He's being brought out right now. Block it. Someone's out right now.
Can I get a key, please? Can I get a key? A key? Where the fuck is the key?
They're bringing it right now.
10:10 right now. They're calming down now that we've brought the BC one inside and we've locked the front doors. Okay, can I confirm that is there no other door to come in here?
Simon and Ross, how you doing? Yeah, I do other video work and Anita's up there, right? Anita Christian's right there too.
Just us failing as human beings. This is us failing as great apes. When young men find an older woman in the crowd and begin beating on her, that's failing as great apes. Orangutans don't do that. Chimps would notice something was wrong. This is the most profound social failure, that their sense of what is right, their sense of what is obscene, their sense of what is unacceptable is completely gone. Because when you show that video to a woke audience, they will say, well, I don't know who's in the right, I don't know what that woman believed. But the fact is, these folks they target female members of our crowd, they find the oldest, smallest woman, and they go for her. My friend Linea has been hospitalized by Antifa every year for the past 3 years, and that is part of their campaign of terror.
For now, all I know is that there was a statement that was put out that said that she would not be trespassed. That's my understanding from some of her team here, and yet it appears she must have been. So, but yeah, this is the state of academia when it comes to this issue.
We're just going to walk out. We're going to be calm. We're going to go down some stairs. We're going to walk outside. You know where the bus loop is, the old bus loop. We're going to get into that bus, and we're going to go to a location. I only know the location.
Security? Where's my security? Can I have these people showing me an exit? They would like to not go on my bus.
Nothing personal.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. You want to take them out? Okay.
Andrew.
Right down here. Just take them right along the side here.
So much fun.
And you go first or second door.
Sense of reality of the whole thing.
Wait for Dallas to get up front, please. Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. Cops with you. That's all that matters. It's all straight.
Hello,
police are doing everything they can to keep people away.
You're on the right side now. So,
for the right.
So Richard.
Behavior here. This is not. He's one of my favorite. He's like a caricature. It's absolutely.
Richard.
Oh, he does too, eh? That's spinning in the face.
And don't deny us.
I won't deny your survivorship.
No denial, we exist.
Give us some money.
Hey, Simon, you're a champ, bro.